I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Now that I know I deserve more, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Made up my mind, I'm on my grind. My time to shine, you hit my line. I press decline, no time for that, I'm moving forward and right now. You're in my past, I've come too far to turn back now. Not going back, I see that everybody's sleeping on me. They really gotta see it to believe it. Set my intentions now, watch me achieve them. Cause I know I'll always believe in me. I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Now that I know I deserve more, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Just so you know, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Now that I know I deserve more, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. I think it's funny if you think the song's about you. I'm doing so much better now without you. I'm busy taking care of me, grinding in these streets, my family gotta eat. Ain't no time to sleep, no days off for a boss like me. Everybody's sleeping on me. They really gotta see to believe it. Set my intentions now, watch me achieve them. Cause I know I'll always depend on me. Yeah, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Now that I know I deserve more, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. In case you didn't know, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Now that I know I deserve more, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Not gonna let a man tell me what I can or I can't do. Yeah, I know that love will be fun, but I'll be fine without you. Yeah. Not gonna let a man tell me what I can or I can't do. Oh, I know that love would be fun, but I'll be fine without you, yeah. Cause I'm busy loving myself, putting me first. Now that I know I deserve more, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first.
A person that say they love flowers is walking down a path and they see the rose hanging from the bush and they claim they love it, so they pick it.
I heard this.
And they take that home with them and they cherish it, and it dies regardless of what they pour into it, how they tend to it at the house. Because that wasn't love, it was infatuation. What they decided was that the nature they wanted to see that flower in was more important than the actual nature of that flower. And oftentimes we do that to ourselves. We decide that who we want to be is more important than who we actually are, and we end up working against ourselves. So to sum all of that up, accept who you are in this moment. Anything short of that, anything you're trying to do beyond that, that's emotional. That's not love. It's not practicality. And how you feel about yourself is important. But base your feelings on yourself on the acceptance of who you are right now.
Sorry, guys, I was on mute just a talking away, right? So let's start again. Grand rising, grand afternoon, or grand evening, depending on what time of day that you are watching Daily Dose of D. I am your host, aka Goddess D of Love. There we go. Y'all got to repeat. Y'all got to see me before I was talking. I was on mute. Shout out to all the content creators because this is definitely a lot of work, and you have mess ups, and you just go with it, okay? But happy Wednesday, everybody! We have made it to Wednesday, the middle of the week. Some people call it Hump Day. Sometimes I call it No Wine Wednesday. Today is going to be Wellness Wednesday. It is the middle of the month. And I know y'all people out there make them resolutions. Are you still taking care of your wellness or whatever you said you needed to do? Or did you stop? This is the time when most people stop. But this is the time if you did set that pattern, it should be already kicking in because it's about 2 weeks in, right? So we're going to go tap into Wellness Wednesday today. And the word of D Day on Wellness Wednesday is going to be self love. Having a high regard for your own well being and happiness. You see this? Say this to yourself: I love me. So, with that being said, on Happy Wellness Wednesday, the quote of the day: in this world today, self care is a must. Self love is the best love. By Goddess Be of Love. Okay. So we're going to talk about self love, which equals self care. It's very important. This is a dear subject to me because I advocate for self love all the time. And the reason why I advocate for self love is because you have to have this type of love to move around. This is just my theory. I have had of some very dark spaces in my life, and it taught me, and I felt alone. And so because we are so dependent on people to give us love and happiness that we don't even look at ourselves for it. And that's why this subject is dear to me. Because I learned during those times and I was sad, oh, nobody is here for me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And you do learn who your true friends and family are and things like that. But what I learned through that point in my life is that the love is within myself. And the divine was like, you got this. And I actually did. And I really took the time and developed self love for myself. So that made me not dependent on others to bring me happiness in my life, to make me feel like I'm loved. Because you know what? I love me. So let's go ahead and get into the subject today, okay? We're going to go ahead and get into this self love. And our title for today is The Journey of Self Love, Embracing Your Worth and Your Well Being. Self love is the practice of nurturing and valuing oneself, a foundational aspect of mental and emotional well being. In a world that often emphasizes external validation and comparison, Cultivating self love is essential for living a fulfilling life. At its core, self love involves recognizing one's inherent worth and treating oneself with kindness and compassion. This means acknowledging personal strengths and weaknesses without harsh judgment. It's about embracing imperfections and understanding that flaws are part of the human experience. Yes, self love, as it mentioned, is a practice of nurturing your own self. It's going to help with your mental and emotional well being. And as I mentioned, in this world today, when we seek external validation, we should be going internally inside in validation and having love. And this is going to help us have a fulfilling life. So, at its core, when you recognize that self love is worth it, worth yourself treating yourself with kindness and compassion. And with that, you're going to recognize your strengths and your weaknesses, okay? You're going to do them without harsh judgment. So you're not going to be so hard on yourself that it catapults you into a deep state. No, you're going to recognize them, you're going to grow from them. Because remember, we're not perfect. That word perfect, I don't even like. But being a human, this is part of the human being experience, understanding that you do have flaws. And this is where it requires self love. So let's move right on along. Okay. We're going to talk about the journey to self love. The journey to self love. Okay. The journey to self love begins with self awareness. This involves introspective and a conscious effort to understand one's emotions, needs, and desires. By becoming more attuned to oneself, individuals can identify patterns of negative self talk and replace them with positive affirmation. This shift in mindset, fosters a healthier self-image and builds resilience against external criticism. Setting boundaries is another crucial component of self love. By establishing clear limitations in relationships and obligations, individuals protect their energy and well being. This empowers them to say no to situations that do not serve their best interests, therefore, prioritizing their mental and emotional health. Yes, the journey of self love. It begins with self awareness. So you are consciously making an effort to understand your emotions, your needs, and your desires. Being in tune to yourself. So then you're going to identify when you start talking negatively about yourself, you're going to be like, oh no, I'm going to replace those with positive things, positive words. Okay. We're going to shift our mindset to think differently. And this is going to help us to be resilient because if we're looking for external love, you're going to be disappointed because, okay, let me say this. There are people that love you externally, but sometimes you're looking for a love that people can't provide for you. And you know why? Because that's the love that you need in yourself. You're going to set boundaries for self love. If you're protecting your peace, you're going to have boundaries of what you do accept and what you don't accept. And it's not going to bother you because you're protecting yourself. You are worried about yourself and protecting your peace and your interest. So situations that don't seem to serve your interest, you're going to prioritize yourself, protect your mental health and your emotional health as well. So let's go on. Let's talk about how self love equals self-care. How is this? Moreover, self-love is intertwined with self-care, engaging in activities that bring joy and relaxation, such as hobbies, exercise, meditation. It replenishes the spirit and enhances overall happiness. These practices demonstrate a commitment to one's own happiness and health, reinforcing the importance of self nurturing. Self love equals self care. It's intertwined with each other. So, in order to have this, like you said, you can have relaxed, enjoy relaxation. That means going outside, listening to music, do a hobby, exercise, meditate, do affirmations, journal. All these practices can help you develop happiness of your own. I never forget a quote from Will Smith. He said to his own wife that he is not in control of her happiness. He can contribute to happiness by doing things, but he is not in control of her happiness. Happiness, you have to make yourself happy. And I'm talking from personal experience. Like I said, this is a very subject that I love to talk about because I had to find my happiness within me. I didn't have to find it in no mate. I didn't have to find it in my children, friends, family. I went and found, like, D, you could be happy within you. And perfection, like I said, there's no such thing. I do still have down days, right? But I don't dwell in those down days. I have those moments because I believe in knowing when you know yourself and love yourself, you know that you are a human being. So you're going to have emotions of anger, sadness, joy, all the emotions that we're supposed to have, we're going to have. But when I have emotions of anger or depression or grief, I'm not even going to say depression or sadness, I had that moment to release and that's what I'm supposed to feel, but I don't dwell in that. And by me knowing me, my self-love, that's how I learned how to do that. Okay, day, I'm gonna have a day where I'm gonna be a little bit upset or I'm gonna be a little down, or I might have 2 days, but I'm not gonna dwell in it. And I look for the happiness inside me. Because in my personal opinion, when you look for happiness from others, you can be disappointed. So if you have it within yourself, you know how to fix it and you're never going to be disappointed. Okay? So let's move on to forgiveness and self compassion. Okay? Self love also involves forgiveness, both of oneself and others. Holding on to past mistakes or grudges can be detrimental to personal growth. By practicing forgiveness, individuals release the burden of resentment and create space for healing and positive change. To develop self love, individuals can start by practicing self compassion, which involves treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding that one would offer a close friend. Let me repeat that. To develop self love, individuals can start by practicing self compassion, which involves treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding that you will offer a close friend. Engaging in a positive talk and affirmation helps to build a nurturing inner dialogue. Mindfulness and meditation are effective tools for fostering self awareness and reducing negative thought patterns. Additionally, setting realistic goals and celebrating small achievements can enhance oneself, one's sense of accomplishment and self worth. So, Self love, as it mentioned, involves forgiveness, both of yourself and of others. When you're holding on to past mistakes and grudges, it stops your personal growth. So let me tell you something about forgiving yourself, because I had to do this as well. I did some inner child work, and that's another lie, but you could do inner child work where I went to my younger self. I talked to my younger self, I should say, and I forgave myself for things that I know that I shouldn't have did or things that I felt bad about. And I really went to myself and say, D, I forgive myself for whatever I did. Once I did that, that helped me grow, and it helped me to forget to grow and be like, hey, you know what? I forgive others. I even went to the point where I went to and forgave others. I did a great deep forgiveness session. If you check out Blended Healing, she had a whole session of forgiveness where we had to write letters and we had to forgive ourselves. Forgiving yourself is the first step. If you can forgive yourself, you can forgive others. And this creates a space for healing and positive change. Okay. So you can do this by practicing self compassion, by treating, like I said, that point again, right? You're going to treat yourself with the same kindness and the same love you would offer a close friend or a family member or a mate or a companion. You're going to treat yourself that way. Because if you're not treating yourself that way, how can you give it to someone else, right? So engaging in self talk with positive affirmations is going to help build an inner dialogue in you. Mindfulness meditation is important and also helps with your self awareness. Then, like we always talk about setting goals over here at the Love Palace, setting those realistic goals and then celebrating when you achieve those goals. Are you celebrating any goals that you have achieved? If not, go ahead and do that. It's going to give you a sense of accomplishment and self worth. So it's that time at the Love Palace to talk for me to offer you some things to do to gain self love. Okay. I'm going to give you a couple of things that I personally do, and this list is very, very good. So, the first one is practice daily affirmation to reinforce positive self belief. Towards the end, I'm going to give you some affirmations and things that I do. I try to practice them daily. I forget sometimes, but I do be like, okay, in my mind. This is going to reinforce your positive self belief by practicing daily affirmations. Going to help you gain self love. Number two, maintain a gratitude journal to focus on positive aspects of life. Let me show y'all something. Look what I have here. See? A woman's gratitude journal. You have this. You could get this. You don't have to get a specific one, but you could just get a regular notebook, right? And so in my particular journal for this year, I have it gives like um some things that like a little quote to think about, and then I write what I need, right? Very, very, very helpful. I haven't been up on it. I started and then I need to get back into it. I've been off of it a couple of days. So, but you don't have to get an actual journal, but you can just get a notebook and just journal. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and even talk about the things in my journal. I talk about the things that might aggravate me, that might upset me, that I might need help on. And then it helps because I'm letting it out and releasing. Number three, a way to gain self love is engage in regular physical activity to boost mood and energy levels. It's so funny because I love this, and I can't help but think about my cousin wife, Kels, because she will hop up, and her daughter. moon above. They'll dance and get this energy, this physical, and just start twerking and dancing all over the place and doing routines. And I'd be like, whoa, their energy level is so great. And it's the regular physical activity. So if that's exercising, going outside, lifting weights, going for a walk, do that. It's going to help you with your self love and give you energy. Okay. So number 4 is dedicate time to hobbies and activities that bring you joy. Whatever hobbies you may have, go ahead and do that. Writing, art, making a song, doing a video, doing content, anything that makes you happy and brings you joy. And let's keep that in mind. I needed to bring you joy, okay? You go and get involved and dedicate yourself to those hobbies. Remember, I did the daily dose of D about dedication because so many resolutions and things were made. How you could be dedicated to things. Okay. Number 5, create a self care routine that includes. Listen to this, people: rest, nutrition, and relaxation. Self care routine. I love how they put rest as number one because you know what? In this world and society today, rest is what is rest? That's what people be saying to me. A lot of my friends and family, I'm not getting enough rest. Your body requires you to rest, so you rest. Make sure you're putting in the right nutrients. If you're taking vitamins or you're eating healthy vegetables, fruits, and have time for relaxation. Relaxation can be just sitting in silence. Relaxation can be just listening to some music. Make sure you do that, okay? This is how you can gain self love. Let's go on to number 6. And we already talked about this. Set realistic goals and celebrate progress no matter how small. Not going to dwell on this. We already talked about how you need to set those realistic goals and celebrate those. Okay. Number 7, spend time with supportive people who encourage and uplift you. So you need to to create a space where you have people that support you and encourage and uplift you. Now, when we're talking about self love, so this is telling you how to gain self love, right? So when you do have time and you are spending time with people, make sure that they support you and encourage you and uplift you because that's the type of people you want to be around. So when that is not available, it teaches you how to have self love because know you should know when you have support. Let me talk about this for a few minutes. When you support people or you encourage people, they cannot spend their whole time in life dedicated to just you, right? It Sometimes they have life happen to them. Life is life in for them too, right? So don't be discouraged if your support system has to take care of themselves and have self love, okay? Because it happens. Sometimes the support group or the people that you know that support you have to. I know me personally, I had to take time for me sometimes, and I will be like, I'm not answering nothing right now. My friends and family will tell y'all that, and they be like, "Oh, mom's having her moment." I'm okay. There ain't no love lost, but it helps me to learn that I need to have my self love. The support that I have should still be there when I'm done, right? So keep that in mind. Number 8, learn to say no to commitment that drain your energy. Just say no. Don't overcommit yourself. I used to do this all the time, doing this over here and that over here, and I'd be so tired and drained because I'm committing to too many things. When you commit to too many things, you can't give it the quality time or the energy that it deserves because you're like, I got to do this. Go ahead and say no to some things. And it's okay to say no. And if people don't accept your no, Guess whose problem that is? Not yours. So don't let get be too committed where it drains your energy. Number 9, practice not practice mindfulness to stay present and reduce stress. The way I practice mindfulness is like I go into a quiet space, meditation, journaling. It helps reduce stress. Even talking to myself. I will talk to myself and be like, D, now you know such and such and such. But I practice being mindful of my surroundings, of the things that I'm going to say, and how I treat others. I practice being mindful for myself. It's going to help reduce stress. And number 10, if you need to, seek professional help if struggling with self esteem or mental issues. When you seek this help, let me tell you, let's talk about this. When you seek this help, do the steps and things that the people are providing for you. When you have this professional help, those are the people that you can reach to out as well, because that's what their profession is, right? So you're going to use this if you're struggling with your self esteem and mental health and all that. If you can't talk to your family, friends, and all that, and you feel that it's a struggle, you can reach out for professional help and they can help you. Make sure when you do that, you follow those steps. Don't just be like, yeah, I'm going to therapy and still be doing the same thing and not doing the stuff that they say. Because it's going to reflect in your self love and your self care if you're really heeding that. Okay. So let's go real quick back to the 10 steps of how to gain self love. So let me number 1 is to practice daily affirmations and reinforce positive beliefs. Number 2 is to maintain gratitude journals, focus on positive aspects of life. And number 3, engage in regular physical activity to boost mood and energy levels. Dedicate time to hobbies and activities is number 4. Number 5, create a self care routine, which includes rest. Okay, remember that. Nutrition and relaxation. Number 6, set your realistic goals and celebrate your progress. We talk about that all the time. Number 7, spend times with supportive people that encourage and uplift you. Number 8, learn to say no. Just say no. So it does to certain commitments, so it doesn't drain your energy. Practice mindfulness is number 9 to help reduce stress, and seek professional help if you need to. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap up this self love. So when so what I want to talk about when you're seeking support from like a therapist or a support group, they can provide valuable guidance and encouragement on the journey to self love. So surrounding yourself with positive influences and environments that uplift rather than diminish self esteem is so crucial. So when you are having, and this is a way that you know people that support you, when you are going to have your self love and you're in your own space and you're like, I'm focusing on me right now, it doesn't bother them. They're not worried about, oh, well, she's not doing this and she's not calling this and she's not responding. They're going to respect that you're having self love, that you're on your journey of self love and you need that space. So, those are the type of positive people I'd like to be around that know, hey, I had said that to my sisters last week. And I even had came, I think, on social media and posted that I'm taking some time off and I needed to just, get my mind right because I was grieving a little bit and going through things. And they supported that. They were okay with that. They didn't say, yeah, acting funny. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. Anyway, they supported my thought that I'd have to take the time to have self love. Many people put on my post that they were accepting, hey, take the time that you need. They didn't say D, you acting funny, you acting strange. I was in my own self love, okay? And if you support and love me, you're going to go ahead and accept it and we'll be all right, right? So, surrounding yourself with positive people means that they allow you to go into your self journey and have your self love, okay? So, in essence, self love is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It requires ongoing effort and mindfulness. However, the rewards of this journey can be increased with confidence, improved relationships, and a greater sense of inner peace are valuable, invaluable. Excuse me. In a society that often values perfectionism and achievement, self love serves as a reminder that worth is not determined by external factors, but by one's own perception and acceptance. By fostering self love, individuals cultivate a solid foundation for a life filled with genuine happiness and fulfillment. Yes, in essence, self love is not a destination, it's a continuous journey. It requires an ongoing effort and mindfulness. It doesn't stop. You got to keep growing and growing. When you have self love, you keep achieving to be your higher self. It helps you to identify what you need to do for yourself, how you can help others to obtain self love, and how you, man, how can you love others if you don't love yourself? When you have those dark moments and them difficult times, you're going to take the time. And I hope the things that I offer can help you to get through those times because you cannot depend on everybody to get help you with self love because it's not called everybody's love. It's not called everybody's love. What everybody's love got to do? It's called self love. That means you have to love yourself. You have to cultivate these qualities and love yourself. And by fostering and doing the things that I have offered to you, that can help you to do that. And if you are in a state of deep, I want to stress this so much. If you are struggling with your mental health, with achieving self love, please seek out help professionally. It is available for you. There's even free counseling if you look at in your community. There's some free counseling and things that you can go through. Okay, this is going to help you to be a better person. So that is my word of today, which is self love. So before I close, I want to go over some affirmations that I feel that I do, and that just so you know of things that you can say to yourself. Because self love affirmations are positive statements that can help you feel good about yourself and boost your confidence. So, here are some examples of some affirmations. I am beautiful inside and out. I am strong and brave. I am kind and generous. I am smart and talented. I am good. I am worthy of love and kindness. I am confident in my ability. I accept and embrace change. I love my body exactly as it is today. I am grateful for the life I'm living. So those are some affirmations I hope that resonate with you. And hey, go ahead and try them out. I hope you could take the time. I hope you were saying them as I say them as well, if you choose to do that. But remember, self love is the best love. Okay? How can you go around loving others if you don't love yourself? Right? Am I correct? Love yourself. So here on Happy Wellness Wednesday. The quote of the day is, in this world today, self-care is a must. Self-love is the best love. And that's why God is your love. You see this right here? Say this. I love me. Okay? Self-love is the word today. It is having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. Remember, happiness comes from you. When you depend on others for happiness, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be disappointed. So find the happiness within you. Okay? As always, you know my show is sponsored by the network. It is More Than Media. Make sure you go subscribe now. Got some things going on over there. And hit that notification button so you know when the network is live. Okay? I know they've been over there playing some music too. So check it out as well. So let me go ahead and set you up for my last words of this live. And then I'm going to let y'all go so y'all can self-love. Okay? All right, here we go.
7 clear signs of self-love. Number 1, you value your time alone. Number 2, you get rid of toxic relationships. Number 3, you do not compare yourself to others. Number 4, you're okay with feeling real emotions. Number 5, you're willing to follow your passion and your purpose. Number 6, you give yourself grace for your mistakes and errors. Number 7, you're not afraid to say no. 7 clear.
Y'all heard it. Those are signs of self-love. I hope this message finds everyone well and that you go and have self-love, okay? Love yourself. Like the song said at the beginning, I'm loving myself and putting me first, okay? So this is Wellness Wednesday, Daily Dose of D, aka Goddess D of Love. Thank you for joining me. And how I'm going to end this today, may everybody have self-love, because that is the best love. And know that Goddess D of Love loves you. And those that might be struggling with self-love, I hope you find this message and it can help you. And I'm going to send you some extra love to help you get that self-love, okay? So once again, thank you for tuning in to the Love Palace. Okay, Love Palace, that's my symbol, y'all. Peace and love to everyone. I hope everyone has a good Wednesday on Wellness Wednesday. Take care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. And you know what you could do for me to show that you love me? Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Free 99. I will see you real soon. Take care of yourself and have a great day.